welcome back to Let's Get Pissed and play King's Quest 4. Apparently, I learned something new. If you stand around in here long enough, you get caught and kicked out by a dwarf. I'm guessing, I'm going to pause so it doesn't happen. I'm guessing after a while they probably go back to the mine and then you can come back in and clean up, because otherwise you will have completely Sierra'd yourself and could never win the game. So, okay, let's get to cleansing. Clean. And let's speed it up. King's Quest 4! A new innovation in adventure gaming. A lady cleaning up a house. Created by Roberta Williams. Sweepa, sweepa, sweepa. You know, for a princess, she seems to know a lot about how the cleaning get do. You watch quietly as the dwarfs file in one by one to get a bowl of soup and take a seat at the table. Look at how fast they serve soup. Soup. Soupy, 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 glub, glub, bubble, soupity, slurpity, soup. I don't know. And yes, you do have to watch for the whole... Yep. Look at them go. I'm watching... Shut up, I'm watching quietly. This dwarf must really be hungry. He's getting 2 bowls of soup! Alright, let's slow it back down. The 7 dwarfs seem very pleased that you tidied their messy house. One politely asks you your name. You tell him, and he cordially invites you to sit down with them and eat the bowl of soup he got for you. So that makes 7 people, 1 pan, 1 cupid, and 1 unicorn. You seat yourself at the table and begin to eat the surprisingly delicious soup. Talk dwarves. You politely talk to the dwarf nearest you. Where are you from, Rosella? He asks. You tell him Daventry. The dwarf thinks for a moment. Never heard of it. Well, you're just giving yourself away. I mean, what if they're spies of Lelote? Again, you engage in conversation. Is Daventry far from Tamir? The dwarfs wonder. Very far, you tell them. How'd you get here? They ask. As you don't want to get into specifics, you tell them, by sea. That answer seems to satisfy them as they return to their eating. You speak to the nearest dwarf again. He wonders why you're here in Tamir. You explain that you are in the service of Genesta, the good fairy, who wishes to regain her magic talisman from the clutches of Lelote, the bad fairy. Well, young lady, the dwarf states, I don't envy you. You're much braver than I am dealing with that evil fairy. Wink. Finger on side of nose. Nod to other dwarves. To slip drugs into Rosella's soup, make her pass out, give her away to evil fairy. I mean, that's where my mind goes. I don't know. Slurp, soup, 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 slurp, soup. Yeah, I don't think there's any more conversation to be had. It's just all slurpy time until it's over. Yeah. Soup, 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 slurp, slurp. It's time for the little men to go back to the mine. Goodbye and thanks for the soup, you call as they take their leave. And I speed them up to get them out of here. You finished your soup. Also, it was the best soup you've ever tasted. Maybe, though, you were just really hungry. Oh, what is this here? Look, table. You see a long wooden table. Empty soup bowls are left on it. You also notice a blue pouch. Take pouch. And let's see here. Diamond pouch. Oh, diamond pouch. Open pouch. You open the diamond pouch and look inside. Many diamonds flash and sparkle from within. Carefully, you close it again so as not to lose any. Oh, shit. I better get these back to him. Unless it was a tip. Maybe? Hey, guys. You forgot your pouch. Ah, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Did it? Old adventure games. So fun. Oh, I've already looked about. I like the one down there. I guess he's licking it to I don't know, verify it's a diamond. Yep. La da 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 da. Talk. Dwarf. You say hello to the small man next to the diamond bucket. He seems amazed to see you here. Rosella, he exclaims, what are you doing here? Don't you know this ain't no place for a fine girl like yourself? You don't agree with that, but you don't argue. Again, you speak to the dwarf by the diamond bucket. He peers up at you with mild agitation. This ain't no place for a lady, Rosella, he firmly states. I don't want to see you get hurt in here. Give pouch to dwarf. Being an honest person, you offer the forgotten pouch of diamonds to the dwarf. His gruff exterior softens a bit. Nah, you keep it, he says. We got plenty here. We also got an extra... I mean, diamonds are basically worthless. I mean, the only reason they're really valuable is because the diamond companies keep them artificially expensive. You see, the capitalism is completely corrupt, and we only do these for drill bits. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? You keep it. We got plenty here. We also got an extra lantern we ain't using. Here, go ahead and take it. I'll also take some of my literature about seizing the means of production. You see, we're down here. We're already seizing the means of production. We anyway. The dwarf's gruffness returns as he says, now skedaddle out of here. La da da ya da da da. Gonna get the fuck out of here. We eat diamonds. La da da ya da da da. La ba da ba da da da. What do you know? This isn't your stereotypical European style adventure. The dwarfs aren't greedy. No. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Time to explore the next loop. Insert disc 5. Ah, that joke. Okay. Well, before I... is right here. There's a... Oh. Get. Bring it back. Come on. This one? There we go. Look, Robin. A pretty robin is pulling hungrily at a long earthworm. No, don't you dare. The worm is mine. Look, worm. You see a fat worm wriggling on the ground. Get worm. La da da da. Let's see, worm. Keep it smooth, so it's got a lantern unlit. Okay. All right, well, let's go down here. And once again, I'm gonna save. See, okay, I'm gonna save over Danger Mouse because we've made progress and nothing bad is yet to happen, but oh, they might. Look, this is a creepy place. You have found a grove of very odd and scary looking trees. A thick forest surrounds the grove. Look, trees. These are vicious looking trees, aren't they? Best to stay clear of them. Oh, if I can. Well, let's Check out one. Oh no! Talk about being torn limb from limb! Ha ha! Oh, got me. Next time, be more careful. Okay, Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse! Let's see if I can slip by him this time. I love the Trees theme song. Whoops! Guess not. Wouldn't you know it? You've been caught. Oh, they got another one! I am now it's a matter of determination to get past them. La, 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 la. Oh shit, this one's full of them. Wouldn't you know if you... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try a different approach. I'm gonna try going up. Danger Mouse! Let's take a look. You are walking through a forest thick with pine trees. A nearby river rushes westward from the distant mountain range. In the distance, you see a large house. Look, house. It's too far in the distance to see it clearly. La, 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 la. Ooh, creepy. Look, house. This is not a pleasant house. In fact, the trees behind it make it look like it's got big old grabby arms. It's downright scary. It looks old and abandoned and badly in need of tender, loving care. To make matters worse, it sits right in the middle of an old cemetery. Well, let's knock on door. With trepidation, you rap on the door. Not surprisingly, nobody answers. Let's look around. This is the entry room of the old house. Downstairs you see 2 open doorways, and upstairs you see an additional 2 doorways. The room is cobwebbed and dusty, with wallpaper peeling from the walls. Look, paintings. You notice 2 interesting portraits above the downstairs doorways, one of a middle-aged woman and the other of a young man. You wonder who they are. Look, mirror. You know, oh. Now this I always loved. Look at the reflection, holy shit. Okay. You look in the broken mirror and see a reflection of a poor but beautiful peasant girl. And here's something we can do. It's 9:02 a.m. Look, clock. An old grandfather clock sits in the corner. With each swing of its pendulum, time relentlessly marches on. Now, technically, you have 24 hours to complete your adventure, but the time constraint element is not nearly as tight as it is in King's Quest III, a game I've beaten once. And I had to do it with a walkthrough, because goddamn that game. Without copious notes, there's no way. There's no way. Let's look around. Considering the disarray of the rest of the house, the parlor looks in relatively good order. However, the fireplace is cold and unused. The bookshelves are almost bare, and the old furnishings are dusty. Well, let's look. Bookshelves. You examine the few remaining books on the bookshelves. Only one catches your attention. It is entitled The Complete Works of William Shakespeare. Is it spelled that way because of his name? I don't know. Get book. You remove the Shakespeare book from the shelf and carry it with you. Read book. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. When I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. Is the chair empty? Is the sword unswayed? Is the king dead? The empire unpossessed? I am amazed, methinks, and lose my way among the thorns and dangers of this world. How sour sweet music is when the time is broke and no proportion kept. So is it in the music of men's lives. I was never good at the Shakesman. Look, painting. An interesting portrait of a young girl hangs above the fireplace. You gaze at it intently and notice that her eyes seem to stare at the left wall of the parlor. Maybe we should look left wall. You examine the left wall very closely and notice a little latch. Pull latch. You flip the latch in the wall, and behold! You have discovered a secret door! Ooh. I'm gonna look. You have found a secret tower. Narrow steps spiral dizzyingly upward. You notice a shovel leaning against the wall. Well, let's get shovel. Okay, now, the stairs are rather treacherous, so I'm gonna save. Beware the stairs, because I might be impaired and fall down there, perhaps busting up my derriere. Oh jeez. Not only that, but the perspective gets a little wiggy. I mean, at least they put a guardrail on part of it. See, now I'm going up, but I'm going toward the camera, which is weird. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm good. Oh, look at that. Look, organ. Dust and cobwebs cover the old organ. Well, let's give it a play. You're not... Okay. Sit, organ. Play. Let's play us a little anachronism. La la la, da da da, la la la, la da da. Oh. Yep, she's just gonna keep going, I guess. What a virtuoso you are, Rosella. Stand. I guess I didn't need to come up here, but it was neat to see. Plus, it gives me another opportunity to accidentally fall down the stairs, maybe. Okay. Although they're not as treacherous as... Well, we'll see. And it won't take another several years. No, I'm going to do the whole game. There we go. That's why I'm doing it in smaller chunks. It's harder to... to get burnt out. All right, well, let's keep looking around. What time is it? Tim, 9:14 a.m. Let's look around here. This old bedroom must have once been very nice. You can imagine a cheery fire in the fireplace, while its occupants slept snugly in the big bed. But sadly, this room has been abandoned for years. Let's see. What is this? Open... What is this? Wardrobe? Closet? Cupboard? You can't do that now. Oh, fine. I already know there's not really... Yeah, it's nothing to this. Okay, let's take a look here. It appears as if this was once a master bedroom. However, cobwebs hang everywhere and dust covers the furniture. I'm going to take a look at the bed. That old bed is massive and dominates the room. Nothing about how it's moldy, nothing. Look, this old baby nursery must have once been a cheery place. Now, through neglect, cobwebs decorate the corners, wallpaper peels from the walls, and dust covers the nursery furniture. Ooh. Creepy. Look in... Oh, the crib. It's like, what are those things the babies sleep in called again? The baby cradle is empty. Look. Horse. There's an old rocking horse here. Oh, yeah, thank you. I know. Hey, look at the thing. There's a thing. Okay. I'm gonna look rug. A tattered oriental rug covers the floor at the foot of the bed. Now just imagine every little detail. They're like, okay, let's write a description for this. Let's write a description for this. It just fills up the world of the game. Oh no. the kitchen. The dining room with the kitchen. Oh no, it's King's Quest 3 all over again. No. Look. This old dining room has seen better days. The long table is littered with crumbs and dust, and against the wall, the empty hutch is covered with cobwebs. The old kitchen is quite bare. The fireplace has been cold for years, and the dusty pantry is empty, but for old crumbs. And some fruit you can pick up. Oh wait, that's King's Quest 3. Never mind. Alright, well, we've explored about as much as we can, so let's go behind the house. So I'm gonna save. Danger mouse. Danger house. Yep. I like this one over here. It's like, why bother exploring this forest? I don't know. Alright. Couple more screens before we call it a day. Ooh. More tombs. Need tombstone. Yeah, fine. That one doesn't count. Okay, very well. 1546. Reader, here lies, but forbear to read more without a tear. One, I cannot speak the rest. You may weep, I'll smite my breast, grief preventing, and this stone too small to be written on. Only this, a little boy, Willie, in Abram's bosom laid. I'm noticing a lot of these date to the 1500s. At length, my friends, the feast of life is o'er. I've eat sufficient, and I'll drink no more. My night is come. I've spent a jovial day. 'Tis time to part, but oh, what is to pay? Dentist Brown, stranger, approach this spot with gravity. John Brown is filling his last cavity. Nice. Betty Cowden, 1650 to 1669. Here lieth the body of Betty Cowden, who would live longer, but she couldn't. But she Cowden. Maybe her name is Cowden. I don't know. Sorrow and grief made her decay when she lost her lover at sea one day. Ooh. Whoe'er you are, tread softly, I entreat you, for if he chance to wake, be sure he'll eat you. And this movie came out before Silence of the Lambs. You're not maybe I can't read this one. Here we go. 1634 to 1672. She done her best. Okay. Well, next time on Let's Get Pissed and play King's Quest 4, The Perils of Rosella, we'll see what this one says, and we'll take a look at this mausoleum before moving on and maybe finally accomplishing some more stuff. We'll see you next time. Spooky, we're gonna leave you in the spooky graveyard. Oh no! Are you afraid of the dark? Yes, you are, and I are. I'm waffling.